You'll spend 40 years building your career, growing your family, going through tragedies with some of your closest friends, sometimes theirs and sometimes yours. And then you're going to step off into old age. You've been doing things like listening to this podcast. And you're going to get ready to step off in old age, and you're going to invite your friends like, hey, you want to come to Hawaii? We're going to celebrate our retirement by just taking a month, starting our retirement in Hawaii. And your friend's going to say, what do you mean? You're able to retire? Oh yeah, we've been working with this financial advising firm for years. They meet with us by Zoom. They've got a podcast, written a bunch of books we've read over the years. Yeah. I say, we didn't do that. And so now it's not friends you spent 4 years in college you're not around anymore. These are the people you did life with for decades that now you can't spend time around anymore because they can't afford to be where you are. They can't afford to be not working because they didn't build financial independence. They can't afford to be on vacations and beautiful trips with all the excess time because they didn't set aside the time or plan for it, and maybe you weren't talking about it enough. So this talking about money is not just about you and your family, but it will make a difference for you and your family. But much to Cory's point, it can also make a tremendous difference for those people around you in your life. That money comes up in conversations and your willingness and commitment to being responsible to your financial future. You see that initial article that Cory spoke about? Has this couple, they spent money everywhere. They chose to, and they spent it for today's couple. But one day, the future couple has to, the future
Ted will come.
Future Ted's going to show up, and he's going to say, did you set aside enough money for me? Because I can't work. And if any of you have ever owed money to somebody or had somebody owe money to you, and you have to have the uncomfortable conversation about the fact there's nobody to pay the money, there's no money to pay the debt. That's what it'll be like getting up to age 65 and not having enough.
Hey guys, so glad you could tune in and watch that video. I want to remind you to subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell so you can get the latest piece of financial knowledge that we release. And don't forget, go to Amazon, get a copy of Sound Financial Advice. Why? Because it'll make you better looking and smarter.